went viral over a post talking about burnout, which makes me cringe talking about it now. But it's all part of the journey. It all makes up who we are. But it was socializing, it was networking, it was getting in the room with people and being proud of my voice and being proud to stand for who I am. And that's when, if we return back to values there, it's making sure you are proud of who you are and you are strong with the values that you have, because in that way I've been able to talk with people who 19-year-old Izzy, who's working that finance job, would never have imagined speaking to. And because of that, it's spiraled and snowballed into referrals, business opportunities, getting in further rooms with even bigger people. Now, I will be straight, there has been ageism, but also there hasn't been. And that's what I want to dig into for a second there. Now, because I've seen a lot of ageism when I went onto the LinkedIn scene and started my business, I assumed that I would be subjected to this, that I would be a victim of ageism. And I actually wasn't as much as I expected. And it kind of led to a mindset of me inflicting it on myself and assuming that I was too young or too inexperienced to do these things. And then that created that incubator of imposter syndrome and a lack of confidence. So in the early days, I actually created that for myself, which is crazy to think about. But secondly, a lot of the clients that I've worked with have seen my personal branding content. They've seen the case studies, they've seen the results that I've created for people, and they've looked beyond age. And I don't put on my social media anyway. I think around my birthday, you talk about it's your birthday, but I haven't got on my bios my age because it's irrelevant at this stage. Whether you're buying from someone who's 50-year-olds or 25 years old, you should be looking at their personal brand from a place of, can they do the job? Do I like them? And that values conversation comes back to us of, would I work well with them? Is their work ethic mirrored in my own work ethic? Can they actually achieve this result for me? And I think age becomes not even a priority at that point. And maybe that's because I've attracted the right audience. I've attracted people that don't see that. And it's been fortunate that I've not faced many people who have used age as an excuse. However, I have seen on the platform reels and reels of conversations of Gen Z don't know anything. Gen Z are too inexperienced. Why are they charging this amount of money for something that they, haven't even gone to university or got accredited in? Gen Z are bluffing with all these 10K months and all that, lame rags to riches and hooky, clickbaity content. And it's almost as if this whole generation, especially in the creative and social media space, have been painted with that same brush. Now, as someone who's in personal branding and a young entrepreneur in their early 20s, I've been unlucky to be painted with that brush because it's not just one, but it's two demographics of people that are told to stay away from in the social media space. Sure, I've had to stand up for myself and fight for that, but I've done that successfully. And it's because it comes back to me standing up for myself proudly. Yes, there are people in this space who you'll very quickly learn are, snake oil salesmen. They're not perhaps to be trusted for the amount you're investing in, but that doesn't mean we should paint them all with the same brush.
But you mentioned, I know that it is hard. You're young, like I said, you're young, you're in the personal branding space. There is a lot of bullshit around it. And I just scroll through any social media network and everyone is on 6 figures, 7 figures or whatever. It's like, I'm sorry, but are you really? And there's no proof for it. And like you said, there are people like that.